How's everybody doing? We're gonna start this puppy pot and chill out with Munch in my lap, apparently. Oh, you got itchy ear, buddy? Oh, did you have to do that right in my mouth, dude? Oh, yuck. Alright, get down. Alright, there was Munch, everybody. Happy puppy pot and chill. I don't know when this is exactly. I'll make sure that I do put the correct numbers on it when I go to name it later on. I'm going to try to keep this one kind of short, but got a lot to go through, but I'm going to be skipping a lot because there's a lot I can't say. I got another warning, not another strike. I got another warning that my content is questionable. But I went through and looked. Is that just hair? What the hell do I got going up there? Just hair doing something funny? I went through and looked at my videos, and I didn't see anything wrong with any of them. I checked them, and I wasn't spreading misinformation. I wasn't calling anybody names, really, so I don't know. Anyway, I still got like another month and a half where I gotta walk on eggshells so I don't make YouTube mad, and already I guess I did, upset them a little bit, so I'll probably end up skipping a lot, but not this. Alright. In the last 2 years, censorship has censored the truth and spread misinformation, and I can't say who it is or who it's over, or I get in trouble. So if you want to know more about it, look up who is actually getting the short end of the stick. There's a lot of different ways you can pose the question, and a lot of different ways you can get results. But if you go to imright.com, of course you're going to get the answer you want to hear, and you may not get the truth. So you might want to do a little bit of dig. That's all I'm saying. Now this is old, but Biden was caught in a quid pro quo with Saudi Arabia because Biden wanted Saudi Arabia to lower the oil prices to make it look like he was doing a good job in office to get reelected. And the Saudis said, no, we're not doing that for you. So he got caught. And I don't think he's, 100% happy about that, to be honest. I told you about the strike I got. Katie Hobbs certifies her own election. This is a woman who ran an election against somebody else. I can't remember who. I believe it was in Arizona, maybe not. But anyway, when they counted, she was the one in charge of counting the votes for her and her opponent. And guess what? She won. And then she goes, no, there's not going to be a recount or anything. I win. Talk about a a major conflict of interest. It either is or it should be illegal. Against the law. It's a massive red flag, and it shows the kind of power that can be used when used corruptively. The dean of students in a school I'm not going to mention, you can look all this up, thinks it's a good idea to give the young children some, I don't want to get kicked off right away. Let's just say they are adult toys meant to give adults pleasure, the female kind or the gay kind for the most part. And they also brought a behind plug for the kiddies to check out, and some lube, because you can't have these kinds of things without the lube. And then they discussed whether spit or lube was better with these children. And then there was a big expose Veritas did about it. And I thought, this is it. This is the line. They can't go any further. We got these fuckers. And the school is like, nope. We're going to back the dean of students for teaching these children how to use these adult toys. Now, if you or I were to take these two items, one starts with a D, ends with a LO, LD, D, it starts with a D and ends with a DO, and lube, and a behind themselves plug. And I was to go up to any 8-year-old and say, hey, I want to teach you how to use these things. Man, I would be thrown in jail so fast for pedophilia and grooming. It would be actuality what needs to be done. But what happens to this person in the school? Nothing. They are grooming the children. If you did this to any other child at any other time, anywhere else in the world, you would be a pedophile trying to groom a child. That's what they're doing. The LGBTQIA group continues to ignorantly gain momentum without knowing what's really going on. Now there's a TikTok doctor out there who is saying, come to me, I'll do your top and bottom surgery, we'll fix you up, and you'll be that woman, or be that man, or whatever it is. So they go to him. And this woman does just a slap shit job. She just does not do a good job. Other doctors have to go in and repair her fuck ups. These people are so desperate, and I feel so sorry for them. They have body and gender dysmorphia, which means they don't feel like they're in the right body or they're not the right sex. And that's got to be horrible feeling. So I don't blame them for trying. But here's the deal, man. It doesn't matter how much of the outer stuff you change. The one thing that you have to change that can't be changed is your brain. Unfortunately, your brain will always know. It's not so much the physical. You need mental help. All right? Seek the mental help so that you understand what you're dealing with. And at that point, if you want to do the surgery, fine. If you think it'll help. But I want you to look at the stats of the people who did get surgery, and did it save them? I don't think it did. I really don't. The self-delete numbers don't go down for people who've had top and bottom surgery. Just because they look like a woman. And there's one on TikTok right now who is a trans woman who has top and bottom surgery, and she looks really good. But her vagina doesn't work. She's got to get it redone. And see, that's where another thing comes in. They're getting really good at doing this, making it look like, the woman's a woman, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, you meet this woman. She doesn't tell you. You date for 3 or 4 years, and suddenly you tell her, I want children. Well, there's a slight problem at that point, because even though the woman you're with is a biological man and will never be able to have a child naturally. Never. Some of these things I'm saying may get me banned. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I hope not. I hope I don't get another strike. I didn't want to say part of that because I knew that might get me a strike, and I got off on a tangent because I'm stoned, and I said it anyway. Nancy Pelosi just shows how racist she really is by telling the immigrants should stay down south to pick our crops. Look it up. It's interesting. Kamala Harris is so stupid she actually believes that America has tight ties with North Korea. That's how stupid she is. Let's see here. Can't say that. Can't talk about that. Look, younger and younger, they're allowing kids to do things they shouldn't be allowed to do. Doing things to their bodies that are can't be undone. Taking medicines that they say can be changed later and they'll get everything back, which is a complete lie. They don't, and they're telling these to these kids, and kids are confused because they're going through puberty, and puberty is fucked up. And what they got to do is the kids just let them go through puberty and gain a couple of years after that. All right, say 15 to 18. Let them think about transing over. All right, up till that point, they're going through puberty, which is a very confusing, fucked up time, difficult to get through. All right, and during that time, right after that, during that time and right after, you go through a period where you find out who you are. And by that, I mean, like, what kind of music do you like? What kind of cars do you like? What kind of furniture do you like? What kind of house? You know, you develop the who you are, things you like. Once you get there, then at that point, I think you should be able to do what you want with your own body. Up until then, your body is going through all these natural changes that happens to everybody. Everybody feels like this, not just you. Going through puberty, everybody was fucked up. All right? You just get through it. And you move on and find out who you are. They say, you know, at age 3. No, you don't. At age 25, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. Dems don't want a border wall at all, then put borders around their houses in a gated community. Dems push gun control, but have armed security. Dems destroy public education, then send their kids to private elite schools. Dems push mask wearing for the current schmandemic, but they don't wear them or their kids. Only the servants do. And it goes on and on. Disagree with them and they'll call you names, labeling you racist, misogynist, terrorist. It goes on and on. There is no end. The self-serving, self-entitled morons. The hypocrisy has no bounds, and the lying from them just gets worse and worse. The best solution? Just stop listening to the left. Do what is right. And I'm not saying do what is right. Do what the right wants you to do. Do what is correct. Do the right thing. Can't say that. Can't say that. Can't say that. Can't say that. Yeah. Yep. Everybody wants everything but NIMBY. Not in my backyard. Everybody wants this, but they don't want to have to pay for it. Everybody wants that. I have a light that's about to go out. Sorry about that. It's going to flash back and forth. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Woman came to Kansas City. Woman walked. Nope, can't talk about that. Blah blah blah. It's over the slavery story. Oh yeah, the slavery thing and everything that's come up is really big right now. And they want to. One of the big talking points that I've been listening to is how we went to Africa and stole all these slaves. We went to Africa and bought them from other black slavers. Sorry. You want to be compensated? Head back to Africa and find that motherfucker that sold your family off. There you go. I'm sorry you don't like that answer, but look it up. And always remember, I'm a stoner. You know, everything I say, it doesn't matter. I'm a stoner. You know, I smoke a lot of pot. Don't believe what I say. Why would you anyway? The FBI, BBB, Federal Bureaucracy of Investigation, Biden, bitch boys, FBI handles case from Democrat and Republican sides, but shows obvious bias and hypocrisy towards the Republicans. All right, we knew all this. That was a drop from the Twitter files from what Elon Musk dropped. Let me see here. I can't read any of that. Can't self-control. Yeah, trying in 65 days after. No French. I can't read any of that. Jeez, many criminy. If I read any of that, I'll get in immediate trouble. They'll shut me down. All right, here's the deal. I've seen a bunch of social experiments out on the street where these girls go out and they say, "What am I?" Or a guy goes out and asks a girl, "What do you think you are?" "Oh, I'm a 10." And then they take a picture of her and they go to a guy and say, "How would you rate her?" "Ooh, she's a 3." And they take a picture of this dude and say, "Well, what do you think you are?" And the dude goes, "Oh, I'm a 7 or 8. Go to the next girl. "What do you think this guy?" "Oh, he's a 5. Yeah. And they take a picture of her and they say, "What do you think you rate yourself?" "Oh, I'm a 10. They go to the next guy. "She's a 1. Self-entitlement is horrible. You've been told your whole life how great and special and loved you are, but that's only by your family. Nobody else gives a flying fuck. I hope I don't get a strike for this. I tried to keep it as bland as possible and still give you a little bit of news. I'm sorry. There is so much propaganda out there. A lot of it, almost all of it, lies. I have to do so much digging to find the truth. And then if I say the truth, I'll get in trouble. And I still got a month and a half or so to go before I get off this deal where if I get another strike, then I'm off. So I got to kind of play it chill for, a while longer here, another month or so. And then, I can get back to my regular videos where I tell the truth and be damned with them. So, anyway, look, just know that there's a ton of misinformation out there. All right, there's just a lot of it. There's a lot of propaganda, a lot of lies. The war in Ukraine, I don't get, because Ukraine to me is a corrupt country as it is. They want their own country? Fine. Give it to them. Let them have it. Let them fight for it. I don't think we should be backing them. They're corrupt. All right? And that's about it, folks. I don't have a whole lot more. I was going to try to do this more, but it's so hard to... I'm still reading the rules that I have to go through to learn what I can and cannot. It's so hard to understand because they're sending all these fucking legalese things over to a fucking 50-plus-year-old man who is not a fucking computer genius and saying, "Here, figure this out." And I'm like, sure, I'll do that. So, like I said, the next few videos are going to be bland and kind of far and few in between, because they almost took me down for my whole, 38 subscribers, and whatever, man. If they think I pose that much of a danger, fine, whatever. But anyway, I love you fuckers. I haven't forgotten about you. I've been in some trouble. I've experienced some difficulties. But in the end, I think I'm going to make it. I just got to take it easy for a little bit and get YouTube off my butt. I don't know what I am smoking, but it is wrecking me. All right. Peace. I love you fuckers. Watch out for everybody if you live up here in the Pacific Northwest. Where I live in Washington, just be careful. It's snow and ice everywhere. Watch out for all the maroons on the road, and they are a lot. God loves stupid people. He makes a bunch of them. So anyway, peace. I love you. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good week. Feel free to send me questions if you want to, and feel like, subscribe, hit the like button, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to, don't do it. Fuck it, I don't care. Makes me happy, though. I like that. I'm not going to lie. I'm just like everybody off. I see the like button go up and I go, just like a little fucking, 13-year-old girl, so, but you don't have to. I love you anyway. Eric Scanlon, I'm still watching your shit. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been watching your shows on YouTube. Keep it up, buddy. There's a little shout out to Eric Scanlon. All right, and thanks to Stephen Eldridge, a long friend of mine. He's given me a lot to think about over the years I've known him. I hope you're doing all right, bud. All right, peace. I love you, bitches. Oh, I fucked it up. I love you, fuckers. Stay high, bitches.